welcome to the house. The one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
Welcome back, guys. This is Sakura A Emelio returning. We're sorry about the technical difficulties. Bad thunderstorm in the area. Listen, we wanted to let you guys know that we're so excited and proud of everybody that supports us. And we just thank you so much for commenting and always being there for us through our journey with Boxing Playhouse. We want to send a huge shout out and hugs to the beautiful Dahlia Duran, Roxy Scott Spates, Brittany Photography, Brittany Mingo. We want to send a shout out to Tito Escalera of TNK Boxing, Mark Reyes Sr. and MRJ, Derek Curry, DC of Mayweather Promotions. So these are like key people that have assisted us in growing and being a better podcast. And of course, for some of the ladies' love that I've been getting, girl power from people like Christine Lopez of In the Ring with Christine. You know, when we left off, we were in the process of talking about, we're finishing up the Neverete card. And we had touched on the Mayweather boxing event that's going to happen in Miami. And that is also going to be on a pay-per-view for Showtime, because we did get a comment about that. I want to thank Linda and Tito and a couple of other people like Rob from the UK that I saw on the live feed on our comments last time. I did lose those comments. So please post your comments again if you see your comment is missing and we didn't get to it. Now, the next topic I wanted to talk about was, what the hell is going on with this Fury versus AJ fight? And now I feel like Bob Arum and Eddie Hearns need to get in the ring and go at it. I mean, there's a lot of pull and take and power struggles going on just to negotiate that fight. I mean, is this a bunch of BS or what?
I feel like they're playing with my emotions, all this back and forth. And man, just come on and make the fight and set the date. It's just a lot of back and forth. And then Wilder name throw back in the mix. I'm like, come on, man, what's happening? I want to, go on and make this fight, man. Let's get it going.
Well, apparently now they are back talking again, but Bob Arum had made the statement that he could just have Fury versus Wilder 3. In other words, he don't have to deal with, this negotiation on locations and how much people getting paid and all this BS is going on. For me, I couldn't believe that they didn't want to have the fight in the UK when it's the Gypsy King, damn it, from the UK. Right. I mean, Rob, you tell me. Rob is our super fan from the UK. You tell me if it's weird to you that these two athletes, they're both from the UK. You got a huge boxing community there that supports boxing in a huge way. They haven't had a fight in so many months, over a year actually. And why didn't they want to give the fans this fight instead of taking it all the way to Saudi Arabia, for a money grab situation? I know money is involved, and I know money does have a part to play in the sport, and that's for a good reason. But I mean, why would you take this fight away from the fans of the UK? I just don't understand.
They like some of the best fans in the world, the UK fans. They're loyal, man. They really support their fighters. They get behind them. Mm-hmm. I would have loved to see this fight, happen in the UK, O2 Arena, some big arena, because, they're going to sell it out. They both, from that area, so it was only natural to have that fight there. So, yeah, it's a shame that it's not, being televised over there. But, hey, it's money plays a big part and everything, so.
I mean, I agree, but damn it, give these British fans the fight. And I'm pretty sure that that's one of the big sticking points of in this negotiation. You know, maybe some of them want to have the fight in the UK, and maybe Hearns, who's going to also get paid a consulting fee by the Saudi Arabian government, guys. Maybe he's the one that's like, look, we can all eat and feed off this money over here in Saudi Arabia without anybody having to cut back percentages or anything. So I can see why that might be a situation. But you know, if you're Wilder, are you hoping that that fight falls through with AJ? Or are you hoping it goes through so you can have more time to train and, you know, hone in on your craft some more?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if he's getting paid step aside money again, or what's all in the negotiations. You know, he knows he's next in line. You know, whoever wins, you know, he's right up there to, you know, fall in there. You know, so he's not hurting for money. So it's just a little waiting game right now for him to just, you know, stay in shape and just, you know, you just gotta wait, you know, and see what happens. You know, because he's right there for the winner. You know, he's right up there. So it's just it's basically a waiting game for Wilder, you know.
I mean, I know it's a waiting game. At the same time, you know, there are things that, you know, Bob Arum has shown us in the past he's just not going to deal with. So, you know, if he get frustrated with you, basically that whole public display in his comments was basically to let Hearns know, I don't have to deal with you. We don't have to have this fight right now. You know, I have other options. So we'll have to see what's going on in that saga. And Rob, our British boy fan, he says money is the cause of it, but they want it at Wembley. That's right. The fans want it at Wembley.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and let's see. He also says, oh, okay, he's talking to Dahlia now. All right, so we got let's see, who is this? Lesson. He says, hello, how are you? We're all doing great. What's up?
Lesson, where you from, man? Let us know where you from.
Absolutely. And don't forget, guys, your hashtag BPH. So, you know what? Abbas, I'm not going to be able to call you. I see your message, but I'm a little busy tonight. So I won't be calling you, buddy. Now, listen. I had this other topic because, you know, the Areola versus Ruiz fight is this weekend, and I definitely wanted to go ahead and get that, you know, situated. I wanted to talk about that. Is it pay-per-view worthy? That is the big question that a lot of people have on their mind. Now, the pay-per-view is not $69 or $79.99. No. It's just $49.99. And it does have a great undercard with Omar Figueroa on there. And it's going to be a great test for him. Whoever the winner is of that fight is possibly going to get, oh no, his name just faded me. I'm sorry, guys. I had to look that up because I forgot his name. Not Stephen Coolboy, but the other PBC fighter that is like a featherweight. But he gets the winner of those two. Oh no, they light featherweights, I think. So
that's not the cat from New York, is it?
Yes.
With the color hair?
Yes. What's his name? I forgot his name so fast. Colbert. Yes. Chris Colbert is supposed to get the winner of that fight. So I'm very interested in that card as well. And then, you know, of course, Areola and Ruiz, that's gonna be situation where it's Mexico all the way.
Oh,
right. Oh, wait a minute. Rob is saying something. What's up, British boy? He says the reason that AJ versus Fury may be in Saudi is also because the money, and they are not off lockdown, so they are open for business. Okay. So basically, I thought Britain was open now. I'm sorry. The UK was open. So I guess they're not fully open enough to have that. Okay. Yeah, so they either can forward it out push the date out, or they're going to have to move it to a new location. I got that. So Rob says, be good. It would be good to see Eubanks Jr. this weekend too.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. That's our next card that we're going to talk about with Joseph Parker and Chisora. But I wanted to finish up this topic. Pay-per-view worthy or not?
I don't
Tell
think
me.
it's pay-per-view worthy.
What?
You know, Showtime. Both of them were coming off a loss. They both lost their last fights. Ain't no pay-per-view for me, man.
Well, how we gonna see it?
Not when you got top rank in ESPN, you know, putting on great shows.
Well, how we gonna see it? I need to see the undercard at least. And I actually think that the Ruiz Areola fight is going to be very action-packed. You know how Areola is. Yeah. And Ruiz is going to be trying to make a statement because he's trying to come back. He's got his new fresh bod, you know, he's been working on, and he's in the camp with, you know, Canelo and Valdez and Garcia, and they're all winning. You know, that he wants his win too.
Right.
He got Coach Reynosa on his side now, baby. You know he's gonna try to show out, but can he get a KO? I mean, from somebody like Areola, who will sit there and take punch after punch and never, like, it's hard to even drop him. So, like, what do you think?
I think Andy Ruiz gonna look good in this fight here. He lost that weight. He's looking great. You know, he even got Canelo showing him some moves. You know, his hands was already quick, so you know he's gonna have even more quicker hands, and he's eating better. I think we're gonna see a great Andy Ruiz, and I think he's gonna stop Areola.
Yes, you do?
Yeah, I say about the seventh round, Areola gonna be like a punching bag in there. So,
but will he be laid out? Is the thing. I don't think so. I mean, I'm on the other side where I don't think Areola is going to get KO'd. Okay, I would be very surprised if Ruiz is able to get him out of there. Then, you know, I'm gonna be like, wow, now that's the way you come back off a loss. You know what I'm saying?
I could see the ref stopping it with him taking too many shots.
Okay,
I could see that scenario. You know.
All right. Okay. No problem. In other heavyweight news, we do have the fight that British boy fan was talking about, which is Parker Chisora. I mean, do you like this matchup? Haven't they fought before? And also, there is a Chris Eubanks Jr. undercard fight on there.
I feel like Chisora just keep getting recycled, man. It just seems like he keep getting these fights, but he keep losing. You know, he's one of them dudes that he talks a good game, he acts the part, but he always come out with the loss on the end. So I'm kind of getting tired of the Chisora act. You know what I'm saying? I thought these guys fought already. I don't know. I've seen Parker winning the fight. Parker gonna win the fight. I believe they fought before and Parker won.
Well, you know, it's just strange with Parker. It just depends on what Parker you're going to get. Because you could get the Parker that, you know, was in the AJ fight that made me want to grab a pillow and go to damn sleep.
Right.
Or you could get the Parker that wanted to show out on lesser opponents and, you know, really make a statement. I'm on the fence because I do like Chisora and I do like his power. He's very resilient. And he could actually catch Parker on a bad day. It's very possible. So I want to say if it goes to a decision, then they'll give it to Parker. And if it's a stoppage, I do believe that it would be Chisora that does the stoppage. And there is a possibility of just a damn plain out draw. It just depends on what type of Parker we get. And that's what I don't like about Parker. It's like he's not dependable. For me, as a boxing fan, to be confident in him. I mean, I need for him to be the same boxer in every fight, whether you lose or not. I need to see what kind of skill set you have and that you're going to bring that in the ring each time. And so it's hard for me to gauge Parker because I never know who and what we're going to see. I mean, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, I don't know who Chris Eubanks Jr. is fighting, but I am hoping that it'll be a situation where it's more like, a stay busy fight. And it's going to be a situation where he's able to go through this fight fairly easy so that we could get a fight between him and someone like a Benavidez or, what's another good name at super middleweight?
Is that the way he coming in, or is he coming in at middleweight?
Yeah. I think he's at super middleweight now. He's at 167.
167.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You don't like that? I mean, what are you saying?
There was some fights at 160 I wanted to see him at, like.
At middleweight?
Yeah, like I would like to see him with Daniel Jacobs.
I mean, I'm not really sure.
Hugo Andrade. He's been calling out Triple G lately.
Well, then he's ready to drop down again.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Is he still at middleweight because he's calling out Triple G, Charlo, and so that's a lot of fights, man. They need to go on and make these fights happen. It's just a lot of time going by, and we're not seeing the fights that we need to be seeing right now.
Well, we do have a Michael Collin as well on this card, and he's fighting a Baluta guy. I don't know much about Baluta. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you the frank truth. Shoot me. Do what you must. I have the right to say that I don't know a boxer, right? Baluta. But hey, I'm looking forward to seeing Baluta. But it's a 10-round fight, and it's with the junior featherweight division. Okay. So there again, we're back in that zone where we're talking about junior featherweights like Omar Figueroa and Miri. So these are all good names. And Colbert, of course. Yes, so they all down there in that same zone. So it would be a great idea if you're into the junior featherweights for you to make sure you watch the Michael Collin fight, because pretty soon it's going to be a situation where he's going to be in the U.S. fighting.
Right.
Yes, so we need to make sure we check him out in that respect. Let's see. Oh, apparently there's a fight in Mexico this weekend as well.
What's his name on that? Before you go there, what's his name? Bivol is on that card too.
Oh, Bivol? I didn't see his name on here.
Supposed to be on that card. I said, took him on.
No, I didn't see it here.
But some people felt like he should have been the main event.
Oh, okay.
Cesaro and Parker.
But I ain't mad at it. I mean, I can't argue with that. That seems to be the bigger name on the card. I just don't know who he's probably going to be fighting now. That's a different situation. Right. Let's see. Before we go on, we got some more comments. Let's look into this a little bit deeper. Guys, don't forget your hashtag BPH. Okay, so he's saying that the UK fights, Rob, is saying the UK fights won't be any major ones until at least July. Well, that would fit in the timeline for Fury. They're not trying to have a fight before the summer, I don't think. Yeah. And let's see. Parker to win that one. Okay, so he's putting his ring in the hat for Parker. He's saying you heard it here first. Okay, you and Emilio agree. And then he also has Ruiz to win as well. And then it's Marcus Morrison versus Eubanks fighting. Okay. Well, Marcus Morrison is another UK fighter that I don't know. And here again is why it's important for us to watch these early DAZN cards so that we can get familiar with some of these boxers that we don't necessarily hear of, but doesn't mean that they don't have talent. How many times have we had to tell people this? I'm not suggesting that because I haven't heard of someone and the engine isn't behind them, that means that they are not a good fighter.
This is the time for Marcus
I just
Morrison.
get upset about that. I mean, I really do.
Hey, this is the time for him to make a name for himself. If he got the goods, he got a name like Eubank right there to put his
to raise his name and notoriety up.
This is a chance to shine if he got it.
Okay. Well, Don, we see you here. What's up, Don Green? He says, nice. I like your show. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. Don. We like you right back.
Don, where you tuning in from? Let us know.
Oh, yeah, Don. Where you from? Are you from North Carolina? And then Rob's MC says Eubanks for the win. So he's like, Marston ain't gonna be able to do it.
Marston ain't got it, Rob.
You know what he's saying, basically. So now we got for April 30th, we got Mexico City, and they got Miguel Mariaga versus Jorge Garcia Jimenez, and that's a 10-rounder in the featherweights. See, these lighter weight classes are really getting into it and getting deep and hot and heavy right now.
Right.
So, you know, we got to be staying tuned so we can make sure that we up on our people. And we got a Diego Nunes versus Jose Andres. You know, so it's a whole lot of cards there on that card too. And then on May 1st, of course, there, you know what? There is Sebastian Fedora on a card against Jorge Cota, and that's at middleweight.
Right.
And there's also the Arislandi Lara fight. That's a actual championship fight. He's fighting Thomas Lamana. Does that sound familiar to you?
No, that last name doesn't. What they fighting this Saturday?
Yeah, they're fighting on the Ruiz undercard. And it's a 12-rounder for a vacant WBA regular middleweight title.
Yeah, we might have to pay for that fight.
Oh, no, you just broke down. See how quickly that happened? Wow. Oh, wow.
I got to support my Cuban countryman, Lara.
Exactly. And you know what? There's another title fight on there, too. Let's see. This one, it is going to be an Eduardo Ramirez versus Isaac Avalar, and it's for a vacant WBA interim title. It don't say what weight class though. I don't know what weight class that one is. And then of course Omar Figueroa for the title eliminator against Abel Ramos, and that's going to be at welterweight. So Omar is back. Now, Jesus Alejandro Romas and Javier Molina. You remember Javier Molina? He's also a welterweight. So that's another good fight there. And Adrian Granados is back on this card. I always like his fighting. He brings the best out of people. And it's Jose Luis Sanchez that he's fighting in an 8-rounder at welterweight again. So, wow. I mean, there's a lot of action on this. This card is really deep.
A lot of boxing this weekend, y'all.
Yeah. And the Baval fight that you were interested in is against a Craig Richards for the light heavyweight title.
That's on the Shazor.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's for a super light heavyweight.
Super light heavyweight.
What the hell? What is that? What's the super light heavyweight?
That sound like cruiserweight.
That sound like a cruiserweight, right?
I ain't never heard of super light heavyweight.
It's the WBA super light heavyweight title.
I don't know about
you don't
that.
know?
Is that something new?
It sounds like
super light
I mean, I
heavyweight.
thought super would make, if you're already a light heavyweight and you go up one, you're at cruiserweight. That's all I know.
Or is he a super champion?
No, it's the WBA super light heavyweight title. They got super in parentheses, so I don't know in what manner it's being. Is it a WBA? Do WBA have supers? I thought they did.
So many belts out there. It's getting confusing. Is this a new weight class, or is he just a WBA super champion? I'm not sure about that one right there.
Well, wait a minute. How the hell we missed this? We missed a female fight on this card.
Katie Taylor.
Katie Taylor.
Wow.
Versus Natasha Jonas. And that is for Taylor's unified titles. Because, you know, she got like 4 belts. She got WBC, IBF, WBO, WBA, and then she's, I think she got an international, you know, like an intercontinental belt or something too. Yeah. So it's like the women's lightweight title. Wow. That's a lot of boxing. Campbell Hatton is back as well. So that's something else we can look forward to. Ricky Hatton's son. Yes, he will be returning. That's good. He's needing that work. And it's another 4-rounder. So we look forward to seeing that. And you know, he's at junior lightweight, so he's at what, 130. That's a lot of competition at 130. Rob, our British boy, he's saying Josh Taylor versus Jose Carlos Ramirez.
Damon say get it.
On the 22nd. Should be good.
Might have to get it, Damon.
Oh, yeah. Josh Taylor against Jose Ramirez. I'm all for it, baby. I can't wait to see Jose Ramirez and Joshua Taylor for the unified titles. Who you got?
Man. Ooh, I love Ramirez, the pressure and the body work he does. You know, Josh Taylor coming off that big win over Regis Prograis. So it's going to be this fight is like 50-50. Great fight.
I want to see that fight so bad. Oh my God. This is
fight.
like really killing me. But you know, the only sad thing is like once they through with these fights, no matter who's the winner is, both of these boxers are saying they are moving up to welterweight. So, I mean, when they get there, it's just gonna. Oh my God! I might lose my mind. You know, I only reserve the losing my mind for certain things.
That's gonna be a great fight right there, man. That's gonna be some action. So, fans are in for a treat.
Yeah, I guess Prograis is gonna try to wait all of them out, and then he can just swoop in for a vacant belt if he can make 140, because you know it's becoming more difficult for him to stay in that weight class.
Right.
But I do know that he wants another title before he moves up, and I don't blame him.
Right.
But if we could get this Jose, I mean, who do you got in that situation again? I couldn't.
Come up with Ramirez.
Yes, Jose Ramirez versus Campbell. Oh, I mean,
I like Ramirez. You know, it's a close fight, but I'm gonna go with Ramirez. I just love the pressure and the body work.
You've been listening to me on my other podcast because that's exactly what I said. I was like, shoot.
Ramirez. You know, he come to fight, man.
Josh Taylor, I meant to say.
Taylor's a good fighter, though. But if I had to really go with somebody, I'm gonna go with Ramirez.
I mean, I have to go with Ramirez too because that pressure is something serious. And the body work. I mean, he's relentless with the body work. And don't think he's not prepared to take a shot to get the punch he wants off, because he will. And I just don't see a lot of people that are able to withstand those body punches and his like very extremely relentless pressure all night. So, I mean, we're going to see how Josh Taylor holds up because he's like ferocious when it comes to the skill, baby. So, I mean, it's like skills versus aggression. I'm so excited about that fight. And that is a return to Vegas fight as well. So that's also going to hype up the fans and the crowd too. So it's all going to be amazing. I'm going to stop right there because the next fight after that, of course, is going to be Canelo Alvarez versus BJ Saunders, which we'll talk about in a later show, probably next week. And that's going to be from May 8th. In Arlington, Texas. So that's Dallas for you.
Okay.
Well, it's time to wrap up our show tonight. You know, the main thing I was going to talk about that we're not going to have time to talk about is, you know, should a team be prepared to hear the unadulterated truth about a boxer? Should you, if you are a friend of said boxer, should you be able to tell them that there's some issues? Should you be able to tell them, hey, tighten up on this here, because in the fight the other night, I saw you kind of open at such and such point. Should you be able to tell them, oh, you need to tighten up because you look a little heavy, and I mean, you know, I don't want to go through this shit again where you got to be in the tub with the steamer on and all these damn clothes on trying to lose weight at the last. Should you be able to tell somebody's daddy, your son did not look good in this fight? Now, this subject came up because Mark Reyes Sr. had this to say. So, I mean, he said that he wants to know the truth. But how many times do we have a bunch of yes men, as you talked about earlier?
Right.
We're wrapping the show up with this topic. So, How would you feel about this? Will you tell a friend or won't you tell a friend? I'm gonna just put you in the scenario.
Hey, I told them the truth. You know.
Okay.
If I felt like somebody, needed to tighten up on something or could have did a little bit more a certain thing in the ring, that good constructive criticism helps.
Uh-huh.
If you lying to a fighter or not telling the whole truth, then that fighter is not going to learn or get any better. So,
I mean, I know what you're saying. I ain't saying a damn thing. I'm gonna tell you like that. I ain't gonna say another damn word. Not nothing.
But as far as Mark Reyes, though, that fight there was a close, exciting fight. I don't see.
Well, for his fight, for his son?
Yeah.
With Bocachinka? I mean,
you're talking about with Mark Reyes, right?
Well, I'm just saying that the father is the one that he wrote the comment. He posted a comment that he do want to hear constructive criticism and he wants the truth about his son's performance.
Oh, okay.
Now, but I mean, yeah, he did have an exciting fight, and he didn't have anything to have his head hung down about after that fight. I thought it was a lot closer than the judges said.
Right.
But the point is, would you actually tell someone that you're close to that is a boxer? Would you tell them?
I definitely would.
Definitely
would. Yeah.
Well, I might change my mind then, because right now I'm feeling like I ain't saying shit.
I told a fighter that. I told a fighter that a week ago. I ain't gonna mention no names, but I told the fighter a week ago what I felt. He could do a little better. When he get in the ring again. So hey, I don't have a problem giving constructive criticism.
Well, maybe it's that they don't want a constructive criticism from a woman that's in boxing. Maybe perhaps that's it.
And sometimes it depends on where it's coming from. You can have some good information, but some people don't value your opinion. Like, oh, that person never been in the ring, or that person don't know this or that. So sometimes it got to come from certain people, or for somebody to listen.
I mean, I don't get it because we watch more boxing than the average boxer.
Right.
We watch more boxing every week. We even go back and watch video of boxing. Certain fights. We go all the way back too. We don't just concentrate on, what's here and now, active boxers. We go back and watch older fights. So I don't know how anyone can say just because you haven't been in the ring, you don't know anything about boxing because, obviously we watch more tape than some of these boxers do.
That's how, I remember Jack Mosley caught a lot of flack early in this Shane Mosley career because Jack, he taught Shane from, looking at boxing tapes. He had never been in the ring, but he watched enough boxing tapes and knew enough to get Shane to that point, so you don't necessarily have to be in that ring to give some knowledge to somebody.
Okay. Well, I'm going to rethink it. I'll think about it. Okay. But, that's another subject that we're going to talk about. Now, the subject that we did not get to, and we'll just wait until next week, is why we're not seeing, as boxing fans, the matchups we want to. So we're going to dive into that next week, okay? When we have our special guest from the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. You ready for it? Because you don't even know what I know. Right now, only I know.
Tell me what you know, because I think I might know what you know.
I don't think so. Next week, guys, please make sure you come through and check us out because we're going to be talking to one of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame inductees for 2021, Mr. former world champion himself, Glenn Johnson, baby.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Oh, actually, I done did all that and the dates is wrong. He's going to be on May 13th.
Oh, okay.
Next week, our special guest is also a ladies' night guest.
This one I know.
And she is a repeat interview that we have. She has a fight coming up next month on May 15th. And that is the amazing, incomparable Florida Boxing Hall of Famer, International Hall of Famer, and former world champion galore, Christy Martin, baby.
Right.
And I can't wait.
She has a lot of jokes, yo.
And we're gonna have Lisa too, her amazing and humorous wife.
Cool.
Just so fun.
Cool people, I know they're gonna
Yes.
sit and chat with us.
Absolutely. They like to sip and chat with us. We have such a great time with them. Well, guys, I heard, Rob, you said that you're going to put your money on Taylor. Well, I suggest you put your money, half of that money on Ramirez. So either way, you win. All right.
That's what I'll say. You guys are the boxing by way. Appreciate that,
We
Rob.
appreciate that. We appreciate you so much. All the way from the UK. Shout out to him.
Wow.
We got to get this man to bed early. I mean, Rob be hanging in with us. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning over there in the UK.
Hey.
Yes, and I can't wait to see our super mega fan in person over in the UK as soon as these borders open up. You ready to go across the water?
We're going to have to talk about that one.
Well, what's there to talk about? I'm going to need for you to ride it out with me. It's ride or die, baby. We're going to ride or die on this ride. Oh, okay. And we also see that Roxy Scott Spake from Roxy's Kitchen is in the house, providing you with natural, amazing, good food for your soul while you are on that diet, baby. She also has rock shots with ginger in it and fresh ingredients to help you get motivated in life. You know what I'm saying? First thing in the morning. And
Roxy's Kitchen.
you know my favorite part about Roxy's Kitchen.
What's that?
She's mobile, baby.
Ooh.
We don't have to go anywhere. She just drops the food off. It's amazing. Yes, and she does it with a smile and love on her face each and every time. You guys have to try Roxy's Kitchen if you're in the Tampa Bay area. You can follow her by going to Roxy's, ROXIE' Kitchen. And check her out. Sign up for her page, please. And check out her food because it is amazing.
You can see some of it on our page.
Yeah, for
Roxy
sure.
PlayHouse.
We have some of her amazing goodie food on our page. It's actually nutritional. And I can't believe she got me eating nutritional. Okay, but I'm ready for one of your soul food places Sunday now. That's my cheat day. Yes.
Dahlia says she's ready to go to the UK.
Dahlia, the beautiful Dahlia is ready for the UK as well. Let's go! I can't wait because I hope we go when it's like a big major fight there too. Something that you can't resist. All right, guys, until next week, we will talk to you later. We'll be posting, we'll be sharing, and we'll be, well, basically watching boxing just like you. It'll be a lot to talk about next week. And on top of that, we'll be talking about your predictions for Canelo versus Saunders. And I think that's going to be a really good fight. So until next time, please make sure that you go ahead and sign up for all of our pages on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, IG, Boxing PlayHouse.
Rob said, yay, you got the British flags up
Yay!
there. You like that?
Cheers.
Cheers.
We love you guys.